Have you met my new dog, Mr. Lordi? I forgot my leash. Actually, we're very good friends. We've hung out in LA. I performed on a few of his records, and I love how dedicated he is to his group and music and his fans. He's a wonderful guy. Give it up for Mr. Lordi, okay?
I'm not trying to bruise. Hey, to bruise, come on.
So we mentioned Kiss Army Finland. That means a lot to my friend here. Okay.
Thank you, and see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Geht einfach los. Einfach die Hände hoch wie gewohnt. Fragen in Deutsch oder Englisch. Haut rein.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. Did you say something?
Take some time to
Oh, we're taking some questions?
Möchte jemand?
Bruce.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing something.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Okay, hi.
Bruce, are you on the cruise?
Oh, the cruise.
Yeah, are you there?
You know, Kiss has gone on so far 2 cruises, okay? And I'd love to be involved. I don't know when they'll ask or what I would do, okay? You know, performance-wise or just meet the people. But I'd love to go. But it's really going to be up to Doc McGee and the fans, and Gene and Paul to figure it out. There's been Facebook fans, Bruce on the cruise, you know, I think it's very funny, but, you know, I just want you to understand, my relationship with those guys are wonderful. There's no issues. How they handle what they want to do with their business or how they figure out if they want a former member as a guest, that's up to them. Once they figure it out, they know I'm available, I'll be there for them, you know, it would be great. I actually did my first cruise ever, okay, in Brazil, about a month ago, a little over a month ago, and it was wonderful. I was really a little afraid about what it would be to perform, not easy to perform on a cruise. You know, I'm telling you, it was crazy. But there's really good video on my website and Facebook and all of me. But it was a lot of fun, and I understand now, I don't know if you've heard about rock and roll and cruises, as long as you're not on one of the Carnival cruises that loses the power, you know, limping back, you know. But we'll see what happens in the future.
You know what? I was at the Kiss Cruise too, last October, and there was a Q&A of Doc McGee, and they asked him that, you know, how about having Bruce? So everybody in the audience had like a standing ovation for Bruce, and it lasted for a minute or something.
I paid them all a little bit before they...
Yeah, but you still only paid
Cheer for me. Cheer for me.
I was one of those guys who were cheering, and you know, I still with.
No, I heard about that. That was great. So we'll see what happens. Okay, who else? Right there? Oh, right here. Okay.
Hello. How did you first came in contact with music?
With music?
Yes.
Oh. You know, I haven't quite been asked that question. Usually it's like, what was your biggest inspiration to start being a musician? Which, like you've heard from many people, the Beatles, okay? I'm old enough that I was 10 when they did their big thing on TV on Ed Sullivan, and I was like, oh my God. But even before that, my brother started to play some guitar, and there was music. A lot of people in my family had an uncle that played violin, my dad played some trumpet, my mother sang a little on the radio. You know, nobody was like completely professional and famous, but music was there, you know. And I have to say, I've just been very fortunate that I was able to take something that was a hobby, a fascination, you know, and actually make a living from it. So I'm very happy, and I really think any of you out there who play, like music, and if you want to play guitar, it doesn't matter if you're just kind of, you know, average or terrible or amazing. Pick up a guitar or learn the piano. It's just something about playing an instrument. It's very rewarding for your soul, and I highly recommend it. What about you? When was the first time you got into music?
I heard Kiss.
You
and yada yada yada, here I am.
Das ist mit Polen, Kandidaten ist.
It's a small world. I always knew that I would spawn something like this.
Ja, mit,
No, he's always told me that the first impression was Kiss in Finland. You were the guitar player, and I'm like, all right, I'm still trying to figure that out there, but it's very flattering, of course, when you're influenced by, you know, somebody that you see on stage, you know. But music's great for the soul, even his music.
Yeah, well, it's hard to hear. Like you said, it's the echo.
I just said how wonderful you are. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And attractive.
Thank you. I feel pretty.
Next. Where did the thing go? Oh, over there. There she is.
Frage auf Deutsch. Ich wollte fragen, ob die beiden bald wieder ein neues Lied zusammenschreiben und ob Bruce mit Eric Singer wieder nach Deutschland kommt.
This question, will you not write new songs again?
All right, the first question had to do with Tommy and I writing together, or Mr. Lordi and I, shall I say. And we have written some songs together, and it was really exciting actually being involved with his band. I did my music with him. Actually, he came to LA. It was a lot of fun. And I got to show him my life and my home, and it was quite fascinating for him. I don't know what will happen in the future. We are good friends. Unfortunately, he lives near the Arctic Circle or something. It's pretty far from me.
Yeah, from LA.
I'm in sunny LA.
Scandinavian Arctic Circle in LA, it's pretty far away.
I know it is.
But I'll come back there. So we'll do it again.
Please do. And we were talking at lunch about keeping in touch, you know, and I have to admit, most of my friends in Europe, I just email them, you know, it's so easy. It doesn't matter what time I send it, they'll get it, you know. And Tommy says how much, please call me. I don't want to deal with the internet. You know?
Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate the fucking internet. You know, it could be like a week and a half that I even open up the computer not to mention read any mails. I'm like, I'm an old-fashioned guy. I like my phone.
Delete.
That's it.
You know? And so now I know I have to call him. You know, I just check let me see. I'll check the world clock on my iPhone, and that will tell me what time it is. Never mind. I'll know what temperature it is in your little village. But tell them about, you know, he owns, is the restaurant a secret? No.
No.
Yeah, tell them about it. Because I have a photo there on my table from MTV in the black suede pants. You girls would very much like these pants. They're in his, kind of like a hard rock restaurant up in the village where he lives. Tell them that.
In the Arctic Circle, we have a restaurant called Rock Terrace. We're actually moving it to Helsinki, right?
Good.
Yeah.
It'd be much closer to me in Helsinki, you know.
So we have Bruce's pants and a shirt also.
Yeah, and a Union jersey. A jersey from the band Union, the band I have with John Corabi and all. So it was really wonderful. There he is in my house, and he goes, "Is there something I can take back to Finland to display?" And you know, to be honest, it's been many, many years since I've been with Kiss, and they had quite a bit of the things I wore. They owned it. It was in the warehouse, you know, Kiss auction. They sold it, you know, and on and on. But I did keep some items. And I remember I had those pants.
Yeah, and like at his house in the garage, there's like millions of guitars, and he opened up like one. Oh, this is the one I used. I guess it's a revenge tour. Oh, this is the Asylum one. You know, does this look familiar? Yeah, it's the guitar you played on Tears Are Falling video. That's right, it is.
But I gave him pants, no guitar. You know? But anyway, it's on display in his restaurant in the Arctic Circle. Okay, just in case you want to go there for summer.
Yeah. So if you're ever nearby Arctic Circle, so.
All right, who else? Yeah, some people are curious about originally this spring, ESP, which is the Eric Singer Project, myself and John Karabi and Chuck Garrick from Alice Cooper, we were working on doing some shows, and then unfortunately Eric really, with his schedule with KISS this year, couldn't really commit to the time, so we actually couldn't do the dates, all of the dates we were looking at, and we were hoping to come to Germany. But John and I with Chuck are going to do something similar, but not the full thing, in a few countries. But unfortunately, it does not look like Germany. It's a very short, like 10-day trip. But I'm always looking for opportunities to come here to perform. Eric and I are very tight, and we're going to keep exploring that, and hopefully ESP will come back and play electric for you all. Hopefully by the end of this year, I just don't know, you know. So I appreciate you people wanting it. By the way, Lordi is going to be touring and doing like 9 gigs in Germany, right? Which I'm very jealous about, you know. But understand, I'd come back more often too if I wasn't with Grand Funk Railroad in America, which is a very popular band, more in America than Europe. And summertime is our busiest, you know, we usually work. I'm gone almost every weekend for 2 or 3 days gigging, so it's harder to make my plans. But it's fun to be here in March, right? A little chilly.
Come on.
I gotta go
I'm
visit you.
sweating my ass off. I'm like dropping sweat all the time. Chile, come on.
So let me ask all of you, okay? Some of you are more music fans than maybe horror or sci-fi and all. But do you like the combination? Is it interesting? Are you having fun here today? Right? Because I really enjoy this, right? We should give them a hand for putting on such a good event. In America, you know, they have a couple things that I've done, and even some of the other guys, like Ace Frehley and Peter Criss have done, called chillers. You know, they're in New Jersey, and they do twice a year, and those are very well attended. Similar kind of combination of entertainment, horror, and music. So I'm very proud of the fact that you guys came out to support it, and that today everybody's having such a good time. You know, so I want to thank you guys, okay, for coming. Yes.
A question to both of you. Mr. Lordi, you directed Dark Floors. What kind of horror movies do you like, both of you, or horror movies in general?
My favorite is Evil Dead 2. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, there it goes. Come on. Fuck! Okay, now it's working. Yeah, my favorite is Evil Dead 2, but I like pretty much everything. You know, well, I'm a huge fan of Freddy. You know, like my character, Lordi, is like the face. It's not coincidence that it looks like this because it's because of Freddy. I'm really like little girl when I saw Robert Englund walking there. I'm like, you know, I don't dare to go talk to him. I'm afraid of him. Well, you know, Texas Chainsaw. I mean, you know, all the good horror movies. You know, I have Shining, and I love the remakes. You know, like The Ring, the American version. I love that. And, you know, I love all the good shit. You guys know. You know.
And to be honest, I love sci-fi more than horror. I will admit I saw The Exorcist when I was young. It scared the crap out of me, okay? You know, some of the famous, like some of the Freddy movies I remember really enjoying. But I noticed horror stuff some of it got really wild, you know what I mean? And sometimes I saw one that I enjoyed it, but then I had a nightmare, okay? You know? And I wasn't happy about that.
That's kind of the point, you know?
Yeah, maybe to have nightmares, okay, let me see. But anyway, I really like the fact that those people do what they do. I think it's important. It's pretty clear that it's not real, it's not serious, it's to scare you and get that feeling. I saw on the plane coming over the movie about Hitchcock, And the fact that Psycho, which is one of the first movies to really show a knife and kind of a murder in a very subtle way, you know the word, right? In a very, you don't really see it, but everyone's like, ah, screaming in the audience, you know, and it was a very powerful scene. And you think about the fact that that was really the start almost of these movies, you know, and that was so long ago. But I'm fascinated with Star Wars and things from sci-fi, and last night at dinner I saw the guy, I didn't know he was Darth Vader, the guy sitting on the table over there in the dining room, and I'm going, is he staring at me? This guy's freaking me out, I don't know. You know what I mean? And I was telling some of my friends, and then I realized, oh my God, it's David Prowse, that's Darth Vader. You know what I mean? That was really cool to me. So I'm a big sci-fi fan, and that's why I like the combination. As much as I didn't wear the makeup in Kiss, I wasn't a character, but everybody has these, shall I say, you know, a fascination with it or enjoyment of it, and you know, I just think it's a lot of fun to combine it, like I said before. So support your local horror film. You know, just don't walk around with a knife for real, okay? You know, poor girl, she needs a medic. This one. Oh, she is a medic. I'm sorry, she's a medic.
What is your favorite song or you ever made?
Sorry?
What is your favorite song do you have ever made?
That I have ever made?
Yes.
Fuck. I mean, they're all written by my favorite writer, which is me. So it's really hard to choose. Well, it depends on the day. I usually say Biomechanic Man from the first album, or Not the Nicest Guy, or, you know, but I won't say Hard Rock Hallelujah, that I won't say. It's not that one. I don't know. It's really hard to choose. I don't know.
It's better to turn it around. What's your favorite Lordi song?
Devil is a Loser is my favorite song.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's like asking Paul McCartney, what's your favorite song? Let's see, he wrote like 500 amazing songs.
Wouldn't it be funny if he would be like have the answer like right away? You know, that would be funny.
We don't have the answer. Anybody else? Here's your chance to ask me what I had for breakfast. Come on, guys. What's the matter with you?
You guys need more alcohol. You're so quiet. This is like a festival in Finland. before they start drinking.
Dann nutze ich mal die Gelegenheit, um Werbung zu machen für Lordi. Die haben gerade eine neue Platte rausgebracht. To be or not to be, to beast or not to beast, right?
Yeah. It's really hard to hear. Our new album, To Beast or Not To Beast, just came out. I mean, was it like 2 weeks ago, I guess? Something like that. Yeah, and we're gonna start a tour in Hamburg on the 3rd of next month. And we have like 9 dates in Germany, you know, altogether. So, hope you guys come see us. You know, we try our hardest not to suck.
And they have a brand new record that just came out, right? Tuesday? Yeah, brand new record. Go check them out. And a couple of new band members.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, vielen Dank fürs Kulick.